There are 7 things you remember when your father finally comes back home. 1, all men has come. On the day your father disappeared, he left a flask of budding emotions in the basement of your mother's guts. Dusted the footprints of his epileptic fate to carry you through school. That day, you learned that when flowers die before they bloom, it is because they overthink their funeral, too. You will wake up every day to relive this nightmare, searching for your father, but the only thing that is left of him in your mother's mouth is his silence written in every language. Your father was a good man, but when all the world does is watch you drown, a man's body becomes an emergency exit 3. One lover's absence is enough to kill the other. When the search party goes out, they must come back with something dead or alive. And so on Wednesdays, when you go out to find love, it's just the guy who wants you dead inside and alive on the outside. You do not wish to die on this altar of grieving things, but your father calls you daughter of Pharaoh. Come. Call on Moses to split you open like C4. This body will teach you to multitask. On the day your mother died, you were both coffin and chandelier, hanging up the things your mother didn't teach you, learning a new kind of breathing. You watched your father return on his knees to a deficiency he's yet to recover from 5. Your mother's love story is a bloody miscarriage that ended at Golgotha, bearing witness to the parts of her you couldn't pronounce. You want to hate your dad, but how do you detest a man while grieving his absence? How do you tell your lover to come in when your hands are stained with the traces of nocturnal press and 6? Pain definitely puts your toxic traits on speed dial. But I promise, this Saturday will be different. Your lover will not see in your eyes leftovers of your parents' dilemma, the plaguing absence spilling out your eyes, the parts of you that do not make it out alive. He will cling to your body like Calvary and make love to your carcass 7. Recovery is a backward progression, laying emphasis on the things you have lost. It breaks your bones, grinds them into the same poison that killed your mother, tells you how sorry they are for leaving, but these words come in waves of little droplets ice skating down your cups. For you cannot love the deceased if you haven't hugged them, touched them, shared with them the little things that make you feel close to home. But as I stare into my father's bowl of soup, I see my mother still drowning, stretching up her hands and begging me, love, please, do not love men like your father. Thank you.